Did you know that going to trial is a lot like presenting your business on Shark Tank? You want to know why? Come join me for a moment as I share with you some great information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury attorney practicing law here in the state of New York. If you've watched Shark Tank, a very popular, very interesting show, you'll know that a business person goes into the Shark Tank to present their case to these panel of 5 millionaires or multimillionaires or even billionaires. And now, what do they have to do? They have to show this group of people, these really smart investors, proof that what they have works, proof that what they have will generate profit for these people if they come on board and make an investment in their company. Now, what type of proof do they have to show? Well, it's different than in a civil lawsuit, whether it's an accident case or medical malpractice or wrongful death case. In a civil trial in New York, we have to show that we are more likely right than wrong, that what we are claiming is true. And although the jury never has the direct opportunity to ask us specific questions, they listen to testimony, they listen to evidence presented in the courtroom at trial. Now, they are listening to what's going on. And at the end of the trial, the judge will give them legal instructions about what's known as the burden of proof. What does that mean? At the end of the case, the judge will tell the jury that we only have to show that we are slightly more likely right than wrong. That's it. We don't have to show with 100% certainty that what we are claiming is true, that a doctor violated the basic standards of medical care, or that a driver was careless. Instead, we only have to show that we are slightly, just tip the scales ever so slightly, that we are more likely right than wrong. And that's a bit different than what you see on Shark Tank. In Shark Tank, you've got to show proof that what you have, that the concept works, that you've got sales, that you've got profit. And now there's a great potential for these investors participating and giving you a great investment to allow you both to join together to go ahead and make a great product or service. Now, you might have looked at the headline and said, wait a second, what does a civil trial have to do with Shark Tank? The reality is that there's a lot in common. Even though we're not presenting to investors, we're presenting our facts, our set of information to a jury who now has to come to a conclusion about whether our version of the events is more likely true than not true. And if the jury finds that it is, now they are obligated to compensate my client for all of the harms and losses and injuries that she suffered because of somebody's carelessness. So why do I share this great information with you? I share it with you just to give you an insight and an understanding into how these cases work here in New York. You know, I realize and I acknowledge you're watching this video because you likely have questions or concerns about your own particular matter. Well, if your matter did happen here in New York and you're thinking about bringing a lawsuit, but you have questions that need to be answered, what I invite you to do is pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your legal questions. You know, this is something I do every single day and I'd love to talk to you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, G-E-R-R-Y, at oginski-law.com. That's it for today's video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a wonderful day.